What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a very exciting Liverpool transfer news video because Fabrizio Romano and various other journalists have confirmed that Liverpool are working on a deal to sign the very exciting young left back from my home country Hungary, Milos Kerkez, and Liverpool are working on a deal to sign him in this summer transfer window. And this latest report states that Liverpool want Kerkez as a potential long-term replacement for Andy Robertson, and they have already started working to sign him in the summer transfer window. And in this video we will look at all the different reports and we will look at Kerkez's numbers in the league and why he would make such a great signing for Liverpool. And of course Bournemouth are in no rush to sell, but Kerkez himself in an interview recently revealed that he's ready to take the next step in his career and to play for a club in the Champions League, and we will reveal the exact details of what he said in this interview. The Hungarian still has 3 years left on his current deal, so Liverpool would need probably 40-45 million pounds at least to sign him from Bournemouth. They want at least 40 million, but the report also claims that this deal is on track and Kerkez's potential move to Liverpool is just a matter of time, which is really great news, I think, because Kerkez, with his work rate intensity, with his speed, his dribbling ability, and his intensity in both the attacking and defensive parts of the game, I think it's absolutely ideal for Arne Slot's high intensity system that Liverpool are using, and he would be absolutely ideal for Liverpool's playing style. And Kerkez has 29 Premier League appearances so far. He was suspended for the big Bournemouth Man City FA Cup quarter-final, which Man City came from 1-0 down to win the game 2-1. But Bournemouth really missed Kerkez's attacking impetus, because the last time Bournemouth played Man City at their stadium, they won by 2 Kerkez assists. They beat Man City, I think 2-0 or 2-1. But Kerkez provided both assists, so he showed that he can cut it against the biggest teams in the Premier League. And Kerkez already has 2 goals and 5 assists this season, and his team kept 6 clean sheets already. And the report further claims that he's still only 21 years old, so he's not a finished article, but the fact that Bournemouth already beat Man City, Man United, Tottenham and Arsenal this season shows that he's playing absolutely brilliantly, and he was instrumental in many of those wins. So I think it's not a surprise that Liverpool are linked with him, and also you have to consider that he is good friends with Dominik Szoboszlai, his Hungarian teammate and good friend of his. And Milos Kerkez dropped a big hint recently over his future. He has been frequently linked to Liverpool, and he's already Premier League proven. He's enjoying his second season in the Premier League, and he's one of the best left backs in the league already. His work rate and attacking minded approach caught the eye of many fans. And Kerkez used to play for AZ Alkmaar, where Arne Slot used to be the manager, and he admitted that the defender was having a great season. Arne Slot admitted that back in February, which only further speculation between Kerkez and Liverpool. And Kerkez said, "Last season helped me to experience the Premier League and how it is, and the speed and the physicality of it. The manager has trust in you and gives you time to adapt because he knows you and you have the quality. And he knows it's just a matter of time until you pop out and start to do your stuff more." And Kerkez said that, "I like to be aggressive, but in a sporting way, in a football way. I like to compete a lot. As a fullback, you have to do both, defend and attack. But first of all, it's your defensive game. If you are not a good defender, you are not going to play or compete for trophies." His intensity is what many wingers struggle with. "I don't leave the wingers that I mark space to control the ball outside of me. I stay close to them, and at the same time I can follow their run. If they want to run in front of me, they can, because I know I have the speed to catch up to them. I just waited for that and I can turn quick. That's my strong power, being explosive and defending. And after that, it was just about staying calm for the first few meters. And I look for the player rather than a zone, because in my head I know exactly where the goalkeeper will be. You can see on that goal I just looked up at the player, I didn't look at the box or the goalkeeper. And he talked about that deep cross that he delivered against Tottenham, where Bournemouth played out a 2-2 draw, but they were 2-0 up and Kerkez whipped in a deep devilish cross to Tavernier at the back post. And Kerkez was asked, does he read social media, does the negative comments get to him? And he said, it's not like I don't see it, I don't see the comments. When people say they don't see stuff, if someone says something about you, I think it's a lie. It's only if it hits you or not. If someone says something bad, I do my job, and if someone says something good, I just do my job. That's it. And Kerkez started his youth career from Serbia. He went to Austria's Rapid Wien, and then Hungarian club Hódmezővásárhely and Győr. And the second city is actually where my father lives now. And Paolo Maldini gave him a call and to go to AC Milan, where he was part of the AC Milan youth teams, but he didn't play enough, so he went to AZ Alkmaar, where he established himself as a first team player, and then he was signed from AZ by Bournemouth. The sporting director was Richard Hughes at the time. And Kerkez sees his next step as being a return to one of Europe's elite clubs. He said, as a kid you dream to play at the very highest level, to win trophies and to be on the best teams. These are the things that my agent is on, my dad is on. It is not something that they occupy me with, because the season is still ongoing, so there is no point to talk about everything, and there is games left, and there are still big things to play for. And like I say, when someone comes in for you, you never know what's going to happen or where you are going to end up. In the summer we will see what happens. And his parents, who are from Serbia, he has a Hungarian grandparent, I think, so that's how he applied for Hungarian citizenship. So his parents live near him, and his brother also one of his brothers also plays top level football as a left back for a Greek side, Aris Thessaloniki. I play for them, I play for my family. I just want to have them made me proud. I just want to have made them proud. All the other noise is not important for me. If it's good or bad, my family is why I'm here today and why I continue to grow. My mom cooks the best food for me. It is what keeps me healthy to play. She makes all sorts of juices. I have a lot of them in the fridge. I don't even know what they are. That's actually funny. But I guess his mom knows his stuff about making the best healthy juices for him. And his lifestyle centers on being outdoors as much as possible. He has gone fishing for a lot since the age of 8. And he switched his focus at that time as a kid from swimming to football. I'm not even calm when I fish, he said, but I like to be there the whole day and just fish. And I just live simply. I would rather go home for my vacation and be with my family or friends in my hometown than travel to Ibiza for a flashy holiday, for example. I can do everything at home in Serbia. I don't need to go anywhere else. I built my home there. I'm going to have all the fun I need in my hometown, so I don't need to go anywhere else. I like how humble and down to earth he is, and that shows in his playing style as well, that he's not a flashy, cocky player, and he's very, very hardworking, which I absolutely love. And Kerkez actually made history by becoming the youngest player to ever represent my home nation, Hungary, at the Euros. In last summer's tournament, in the Euro 2024 in Germany, he was the youngest Hungarian in 60 years. When they faced Switzerland and Kerkez started, they gave me a chance, and I thought if I get called up, then I will play for them. He was playing his club football with Győr in Hungary at the time of his first under-17s call-up, and has since won 23 senior caps. His loyalty with those 9 league games and 2 potential trips to Wembley in the FA Cup this season remaining, that will be tested this summer. His loyalty to Bournemouth. Of course, now we know, unluckily, Bournemouth got knocked out from the FA Cup by Man City, but I would love one of the so-called smaller clubs to win the FA Cup. I actually want Aston Villa to win it, but even if Crystal Palace or Nottingham Forest win it, it would be amazing for football actually, if one of those clubs won the FA Cup. Fabrizio Romano also detailed how much Liverpool want to sign Milos Kerkez. Ian Wright is also a big fan of Kerkez. Romano said, for sure Liverpool are very interested in Milos Kerkez. He's a player who they like. Richard Hughes, Liverpool's sporting director, had the player at Bournemouth, so he knows him so well, not just in terms of how good he is on the pitch, but also how good and how professional he is off the pitch. For Liverpool, this is absolutely important, and there is the potential of this boy. Liverpool are convinced that he is really one for the present, but also for the future eventually. So for sure, he's on the list of 3 or 4 names that Liverpool are monitoring in the left back position. And Liverpool should make Milos Kerkez their first summer signing. All signs are pointing towards Liverpool moving for Kerkez, and the sooner it is done, the quicker the defender can adapt to his new side and prepare for next season as hopefully defending the Liverpool's Premier League title. And according to another report on Monday morning, talks have now commenced between Bournemouth and Liverpool. Bournemouth's asking price is 45 to 50 million euros, which is 38 to 42 million pounds. And I think that's a really good price for a 21-year-old left back who has bags of potential. He's so exciting. He's a player that reminds me of a very young Andy Robertson, who also had incredible work rate, but he might be even more athletic and even faster than Andy Robertson was when he was 21 years old. So he's very, very exciting. But of course, the other big clubs are not blind. Real Madrid, Arsenal, Chelsea, Atletico Madrid, Juventus are all interested in Milos Kerkez. And Andy Robertson and Tsimikas this season have provided minimal attacking threat from the left back position. But Kerkez already has 8 goal contributions this season, so Kerkez would provide a lot more attacking threat, a lot more goals and a lot more assists from the left back position. But what is the most important, he would also provide better defensive cover, because both Andy Robertson and Tsimikas were not great defensively in some aspects, in some games at least, for Liverpool this season. And Kerkez's defensive numbers are also better than Robertson. Kerkez made more tackles and more interceptions, and he also boasts a superior rate for successful take-ons and aerial duels. Here are the numbers that you can see on the screen. And his pass completion is a little bit lower than Andy Robertson or Kostas Tsimikas. That's because Liverpool keep the ball a lot more, and also Kerkez makes a lot more risky passes than the other two. He attempts more crosses, more deep crosses as well, that have a higher failure rate. But also Bournemouth has a lot less possession than Liverpool on average from game to game. It looks like that Liverpool Chiefs are convinced by Kerkez to get the ball rolling on a prospective transfer. And if they are ready to pay Bournemouth's asking price, Kerkez himself is keen on a move to a bigger club like Liverpool. It looks like everything is in place for this deal to go through, so I'm really, really hoping that it will happen, and I hope that Liverpool can get this done, because I think Kerkez is absolutely needed. Liverpool need a very high intensity, very, very good left back who can also defend better and attack better than Andy Robertson. And my personal opinion, I think we should sell Tsimikas, because Robertson is a better player still, and Tsimikas would probably be worth a little bit more. Robertson is like now 31 years old, and I don't think with Robertson having 1 year left on his contract, I don't think Liverpool want to extend his contract. So with 1 year left, Robertson would maybe fetch 5 to 10 million pounds, while we could sell Tsimikas for 15 to 20 million, maybe to Crystal Palace or somebody in the bottom half of the Premier League, or even to some European club. Tsimikas would do well to play in a mid-table Serie A side or a mid-table La Liga side, because Tsimikas is still a decent player, just not on a level where Liverpool are aspiring to be, which is, to win the Premier League, to win the Champions League, you need even better backup left backs. And I think for Liverpool to have Kerkez and Robertson as the 2 main left backs next season, I think that would be an ideal scenario. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. See you later. Goodbye.